was like a really poor decision, obviously. But it looks like we are going live, so maybe we'll save that for another day, DJC.
Yeah, with Crackclan, it feels like they should have just let off a process, maybe gotten the confidence, the momentum. We're going to see Rib is actually incredibly quick to middle here. We'll see if it hurts him. He is going to eat a sticky from Brigo as he walks out. The defensive play coming in from Crackclan. They're just going to hold their rock and see what happens. Zebasai and Tech have gotten aggressive up top, though. Like I said, a lot of ground being earned by Broder here. That late jump is going to come out from T-Mac. Bibin's going to be the first death of the Stiggies. Tech's going to take down T-Mac, though. Zebasai is still fully stacked over on his health pack. Not much else action happening. Tech's going to go down here. Crackclan have found their free kills. I just heard a crit scree go off from Muriel inside. Zebasai is going to double kill on Vic and Ips here. And Crackclan have been forced to back off. I missed it. I did not see that Muriel was on that crit scree, and it's going to work out very well. It will earn them a middle. Crackclan want to contest this, but they do not have time. They only have a scout and a demo. This cap is going to go. What a call.
Yeah, absolutely amazing call from Miralin. Obviously, understanding CC like to play the middle slower, like to play that sort of defensive style, and in theory, if the middle goes, you know, that extra 10 seconds longer, you get that crit screeg in the middle of it. Unfortunately for them, though, they did not manage to take down Admirable, so it means that it's going to be an Uber for CC as they're looking to push through the choke point, I think, or maybe they're going to go through PC and go the sort of closer route into this middle point. In actual fact, they're just going to wait for Broder to get their crits and just try and like kind of have that crits versus Uber fight, possibly. I don't really know what they're trying to do at the moment, DJC.
Yeah, I think they're going to want to bait out the crits push here from Zebasai, who is now moving through choke. He spots that soldier jumping in the sewer. Here comes Brigo aggressive. He's going to go down. Weird play that Uber's going to come out. Soldier jumps in. Rib with the 2-pipe. Bibin with the cleanup. Ips got destroyed. Crits is going to go. Rib's got one sticky into choke here. Everyone's gone for Crackclan. Crits advantage still in favor, but Miralin on 12 HP. The scout gets airborne. Zebasai shotgun will finish him off. That was weird to see, but it almost worked because Miralin almost went down, but Crackclan are now in a very bad spot. They are even on Uber with the crits, which means they're going to fall behind very soon. Tech is on Sniper as well. They're going to instantly spawn with the Engineer in the form of Ips, get that gun up, and try and defend against this push.
Yeah, indeed, and that push from CC was something they never really do. They always prefer to be the defensive team and let Broder be the team to push into them. But because of that crit swap from Miralin, it forced CC into get out of their comfort zone, basically, just so they had to do a push, which they weren't ready for. And now we'll see Broder coming in with the crit streak on the right-hand side. Will they get any kills? As actually they're trying to ignore the sentry. The Uber does manage to get there from a Marble, and now Rib's going to go up top behind them, does a little bit damage to that scout, but this Uber should in theory be able to clean up a couple of Broder players. 3 of them going down now. Marble goes down though. Cookie coming in at the last minute, taking him down, and takes down Ips as well. Cookie going to try and cap this point. 1v1 with T-Mac, but T-Mac with a lovely rocket just to clear him off, and that went a lot closer than it should have been, DJC.
Yeah, Tech got a nice headshot on the end there on Brigo to get rid of the demo and make sure that this repush was going to fail. Heals are up. Rib is quick into 2, is going to spam onto this point. Soldier's going to get cleaned up. T-Mac jumped in trying to get the kill off onto Miralin. The cap will go, but Samsy's going to have to back off as well. And Miralin spawned on crits here. So that huge advantage is going to be in play. We'll see if it goes any better this time. I don't think Crackclan have spotted it out yet. They don't have a heavy or a pyro or a sentry. They're just going to go with their standard defense so far. We'll see if that changes on T-Mac spawn. Tfik is going to snipe, which could be very harmful to Broder's success rate with his crits. Zebasai has that crits up there, moving in through the side door here. Need to get it on Rib. Crits are going to go. That soldier is close. Stiggies are going, not finding anything. Zeb is down. Rib can't find anything, but Cookie just rushes in and takes down Admirable. Cookie takes down Brigo as well. Bibin comes in to get T-Mac. Rib's going to find a pipe kill onto Ips as well. It's 2 alive, a sniper and a scout. Samsy's trying to do what he can with the last remnants of his overheal, but he is going to get annihilated by Bibin on the point. That will make it 1-0 Broder. And some heavy crits play there works out very well for Broder. They got a lot of chances to crits. They were never really too successful with the crits, but they were so successful in what happened after.
Yeah, indeed, and I feel that CC's option to push middle there was like really poor, especially when they dropped Brago and then Ips died trying to play as far forward as possible. But we are going to be back on middle now. Broder trying to play aggressive over the left hand side by the looks of it. Soldier versus soldier fight up on the point. Neither of them are going to go down. Now another soldier bombs in for a viable, and he does manage to get into sewers, but he goes down. Tech with a huge play, and now Miralin's just backing away, being chased by a soldier in actual fact, but these soldiers should go down eventually, I think. And Miralin's going to have this uber advantage as he has swapped back over to the normal minigun.
Right now we see that Tech is fighting off Tfik. No shotgun here. Miralin's trying to tank that damage, get Tech healed up. Tvik has the pistol out. He's going to town, but that health pack's going to spawn. Tech has hit nothing so far. Finally gets a 55 damage shot off. Tvik is dancing his best right now. Going to find that little health pack, reload everything. He's going to come back in. That Uber is up, so Miralin can force if he needs to. Shots are going off. Miralin has taken virtually no damage, though. He went as low as 133. Tvik is still alive. This is one of the longest fights I've ever seen, but the cap will finally go from Broder. The pop did come in the end as Miralin went down to about 70 health. They haven't found a whole lot of aggression, but Tech is going to get launched in all the way behind. He's on both scouts here, hits 60 damage onto each of them, but it's not going to be followed up. The Uber advantage swings back in favor of Crackclan because Miralin just held on to it for so dang long. T-Max is going to bomb in the middle onto Rib, who's a bit extended here, but will manage to survive. Tvik rushes in on the flank though and takes down Cookie. He's going to engage this other scout. Here comes his soldier support. Brigo's getting spam off into the choke. That scout's going to take a ton of damage. Bibbin is dead. And Broder have backed off, but they have Tech on Sniper to defend their second point right now, Greg.
Yeah, but Tech is trying to be bombed. Actually, T-Mac jumping on the medic rather than going for Tech. I feel they probably need to set down that sniper, stop him being a nuisance. Eventually goes down thanks to Brago just pressing W and spamming stickies. Uber from Miralin is 95%. Are they going to try and block this? I don't think they can. Miralin dies! How did he die to the sticky spam over the top of 97%? CC are just going to rock last here with this Uber advantage. Tvik gets another kill onto Rib. Just 2 players left alive. Both scouts here on the last point, and it's going to be capped out 1-1.
Equalizing round will come out from Crackclan. 23.5 minutes to go, still plenty of time. Just want to give you folks an update. We've seen 2 rounds in about 7 minutes here. We'll take a look at what Brigo's going to do in this middle, see what his rollout is, just kind of see how this Crackclan slow play develops. He's actually going to go a little quicker than we normally expect from him. Hits that choke jump even if he missed the first ramp slide. Going to try and move aggressively across point, but is forced to back it off. Here comes that Broder aggression. 2 soldiers up on the crates here. The T-Mac bomb is going to come in, followed up by the scout holding W. Both scouts up top. The nice pipe from Rib is going to take down Tvik. T-Mac was already dead, so 2 picks for nothing so far. Ip's going to jump in and take down the enemy pocket. Tech goes down as well on the opposite side to Samzy. Health is brutally bad on Broder, but the numbers just are not there for Crackclan to contest this. Nor is the positioning. They aren't even hooked up with their medic. Brigo is going to get a nice long-range pipe kill onto Rib. That makes everyone in chat get a little bit happy. It makes the laughs come out, so some good-natured sportsmanship still alive in this game. But it's Uber versus Uber right now. We see the sniper spawn from Tvik to hold on second point here, so we'll have to watch and see what develops with his scope.
And I kind of want to talk about that middle a little bit. I was watching Rib for pretty much the whole thing, and I know for a fact, as we do see this little soldier initiation on the flank, Tvik does take down Tech in the end, and I'll keep going with what I was talking about. Rib's getting there so much faster, and then he just knows exactly what CC wants to do. And Marble loves playing by that sewer door entrance, and Rib puts like 5 stickies on sewer door, which means CC are not in the right place, they're expecting it, and a Marble walks through choke, takes a pipe, has to pop I think straight away, and they're not really getting anything out of it at all. They're going to have to back right away, and actually here comes Zebasai with the Uber. They're going to take down a Marble. There's a soldier on middle, he goes down. That was T-Mac. Zebasai still trying to find the demo man of Brago, but Brago does jump away, and now we're going to see Broder. Oh, as Zebasai takes a headshot and then a pipe. Ooh, nice little double play there from I think Tvik and Brago, but it should still be Broder's second point here with a Marble down.
Yeah, very easily they will take this. Brigo's still getting pressured on last. Ips is going to walk in and get a kill onto Tech, but that might be the downfall of Crackclan, as we should see Tech off-classing a little bit here for this last push. The Uber advantage is not quite as big as expected. Crackclan actually peeking very aggressively. This is a play I've seen them do a lot. They're not going to commit fully to it right now, though, but I have seen them get aggressive peek into 2, try and gain some ground, delay the enemy push, but they're just going to take this chance to try and spam Miralin here. We will see that Tech actually just stays on Soldier. I was expecting the sniper, but with this slim advantage, I don't think Broder can really push off of the small, little 5% they have there. We are going to see them go anyway, though. Wow, what an aggressive play. They're going to jump that soldier in all the way. Zebasai's going to take down Brigo at the spawn. Cookie and Zeb are dead. T-Mac is taking the super hits. 2 nice directs on a Bibbin after cleaning up Zeb. Rib is down as well. Has Miralin made it out? Yes, he has his soldier. Tech's going to sacrifice so Miralin can escape. Miralin moving out through the computer room right now. Has those needles flying. Will not need them as nobody is pursuing. Crackclan will retake their second here.
Yeah, and a lovely, lovely hold, really, from Crackclan, especially after Brago got taken down right before Marable got a Zuba. So it was a nice little push from Zebasai. Knew they only a little bit of advantage, took down Brago, but unfortunately, T-Mac just hit a lot of rockets, basically, from the Broder point of view, and that meant that CC held on to last.
Yeah, T-Mac probably did about 500 damage there on his initial volley of shots to defend that. Very well played from him, hit a lot of directs. We will see the small advantage now in Crackclan's favor. They play too defensively on this map for that to really come into play, I feel. A team like Broder will push off of any advantage if they believe that they have it. Crackclan are going to play a little bit more tentatively. They know they're going to be Uber versus Uber. They're going to try and take the low ground here. They're going to get forced early. They're going to jump up onto the demo. Bibbin is down instantly to that push from Tvik and T-Mac. Uber's going to come out on the point here from Zebasai. Zeb is hunting down this medic. The big air shot on it. Admirable will take him down on the choke. Rigo's going to get launched away, and Zeb's looking for the cleanup here as well. Hits 2 nice splash rockets, jumps in, takes on the shotgun for the finish, and then Tech just kills Samzy as he rushes in. Where is Tvik? Hiding in the sewers. Zebasai fires a random rocket out of his ass, pulls out the shotgun, and finishes Tvik off. That looked very sketchy.
Yeah, I just clicked to Tvik as that happened as well, and for some reason it didn't look like Zeba was looking anywhere near him.
It still hit him anyway somehow. That's what we in America call the Wonderwall rocket, because he had like 0.5 inches per 360, and rockets would regularly just shoot out of his backside and kill medics. We will see 70% right now in Broder's Uber, 30% for Crackclan. Zebasai is already taking aggressive hold of this balcony area. Tvik is sniping, so we'll have to see how much of an effect that will have. Samzy's going to spawn on heavy, knowing this advantage is there. Tvik watching the main right now, wants that push to come. As I cough horribly off mic, Uber's going to be popped off here onto Zebasai and Rib. Brigo is caught up top. Admirable is getting close, but Ips is down. That heavy is out. Zebasai's getting good spam on him. He's going to get taken down. Rigo's spamming the point, but there's just nothing here. Bibbin's going to have to move onto the soldier. It's 5v2 right now. It's Tvik, the only one alive on 6 HP. He's hiding behind the wall. It's not going to matter. The big round out of Zebasai there. Got a ton of kills. Did huge work with the Ubers. Will lead to a second Broder capture.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like Broder have actually practiced process a lot more than they did previously before the last CC game, which kind of ended, I think, 5-1 or 6-1 or something along those lines. So they're definitely pulling it off at the moment. 2-1 to them, as we will see Rib trying to pressure that demo man of Brago across the point. Brago actually there a lot faster this time, but Broder trying to focus the right hand side with both their soldiers this time. One soldier bombs in, trying to take down Samzy up top. Unfortunately can't manage to do it. There's no kills gone down yet, but so many low players. There's the first kill. Tvik takes down Cookie. Now Samzy versus Tvik on the left-hand side. Not Samzy, sorry, Bibbin versus Tvik on the left-hand side, and he is going to have to back away there, Bibbin. Very, very low, and we'll see Broder falling all the way back onto their second point, as CC did not lose any players.
CC going to take this cap a little bit slow, though, so they can't really get too aggressive in the second here. Scout's going to rush up top. That is Tvik trying to get the force off. Mirlin is down to 90. Zebasai is going to get the Uber popped on him. He's going for the force. Admirable did a good job dodging there to delay that, to milk it a bit. Now Mirlin and Zebasai getting caught out. Zeb's going to jump away. The spam is coming in from Rib. No kills from either side. Lots of weak players on Broder, though. They are very low in life. 4 players on just brutally low health. Any spam here from Brigo could get a triple kill. We see Zebasai instantly go down as I say that the pipe comes over top. Here comes Tvik moving on a Cookie. Mirlin's caught out. He's going to go down to Samzy. Tvik is moving into last hit onto the demo man. Rib caught out as well. Just no health. 85 health for Bibbin and Tech there at the end. Tech is on full now. He had to go to resupply. He's going to come out as Bibbin tries to delay this long enough for Tech to get here. Tech jumps in, gets 1 kill, but it's not enough. 2-2. We're down to 16 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and this has been back and forth. Very surprisingly even so far.
Yeah, and I think the one thing that Broder needs to change on their middles, as we see CC taking the last one, is they are focusing, like, half their team is on the left-hand side and half their team is on the right-hand side, and the players on the right-hand side are just getting focused by CC. They've got no medic there, and then they're just going down. So we will see if they try and change that up. In fact, Rib goes down very, very early. Both Tech and Zebo jumping in straight away as well, and they both go down, although Admirable goes down to a Cookie charging in as well, and Mirror's just all the way back on second. That was a very, very strange call from Broder. They did manage to take down Admirable, but they lose middle.
Yeah, they did a huge double soldier double jump, excuse me. Tech launched himself across point, and then Zebasai followed it up. They did a ton of damage, but here comes that bomb from T-Mac onto Mirlin. Mirlin's gonna eat 2 rockets. Can the third come? No, Mirlin ducks into the corner, and he is scared. He crouches against the wall for safety, down to 13 health. The cap does go onto middle from Crackclan. They're gonna start 2 here, but Broder have numbers. They're not gonna give this up. They have that Uber. Mirlin's still low life, but he's on that crit heals ramp up right now, so he'll be full health in no time. And the play works out very well. They give up middle in exchange for full advantage and an easy push. Zebasai and Tech going to come out of the computer room right now. Uber's going to be popped off, going for the double jump again. Zebasai's going to move into choke. Tech just gets destroyed. A lot of damage to Admiral, but not enough. I think Crackclan want to contest this. Bibin is back, trying to fight off this scout on his 2. Cookie actually came back as well, so there is no cap time here on middle for Broder. Beerlin going to get cleaned up in the end by T-Mac. That works out very badly. That's actually a back cap here being attempted right now from Crackclan. My voice just dies.
Crackclan doing an absolutely amazing job of chasing the players down there as they did, you know, end up taking down Tech really early. That 1 player kill meant that they could come back in onto middle, as Tech off his spawn does take down Samsey in the top left balcony, but he's now on 20 HP. He's going to go down. Just Miralin and Cookie left alive as in comes CC on that left-hand side. Ips jumping towards the point. The Uber's actually triggered. Ips does get dropped, though, and I don't think it's going to be enough, really, for Broder. It's 4 versus 2. Ribs on 16 HP. Caught out. Does hit a pipe. That is going to be another round to CC 3-2.
So they are looking a little bit better on this map than they did Gullywa. They have taken the lead, but it's not a huge lead by any means. They still have not really found a way to shut down that scout aggression from Cookie and Bibin. Tvik and Samsey are having good games of their own, but Cookie and Bibin are doing all kinds of work on top of Crackclan's combo. We'll have to see if they can adjust as time goes on. One player to look for, see if he can have a better game in this second half here is Rib. Has been not doing so great so far. He's going to get some nice spam off over the rock here. Bomb's going to come out from T-Mac, very passive mid once again from Crackclan. Tech's going to go up top, hit a nice direct that will launch T-Mac into Rib Siggy. The bomb coming out from Zebasai onto this soldier here on the left side. Shotgun finish onto Ips, and there goes Samsey as well. I believe we even see more aggression coming from Choke. Tech has no heals, neither does Rib, but with 3 down, Broder will want to push this very fast. Scout's going to jump through Bibin, cleaning up those stickies. Crackclan are holding back on their balcony. It's Uber versus Uber, so Crackclan don't have to give this up if they don't want to. We will see Broder taking it very slowly and meticulously. They're going to start the cap here. The Uber's going to be popped off. Mirlin got the chance to hold that for a little longer. Tvik is going to get cleaned up. And now Brigo is caught out pretty badly here, but the Uber flashing a lot for Broder. Here comes that scout plus forward from Bibin. Does a ton of damage to Brigo. Backs him off. There goes the kill on a Samsey. Mirlin's going to die in the exchange, though. T-Mac made it in behind. Ips will take down Tech. Jumps for the point to block it, but it's not going to matter. Cookie's fighting. The cap is going to go. One of these scouts just needs to run to last. Brigo hits a nice pipe. Another onto Zebasai. Zebasai is equalizing his way to last. There's a scout there. I don't think Zebasai knows the pistol's going to come out, and Tvik will get him down. And Brigo hits a nice pipe again onto Bibin to save the point once more.
Yeah, absolutely great work from Brago there, hitting like 1 pipe onto the scout, then onto that soldier, and then onto the second scout as well. Without that, that point was certainly lost, and in actual fact, CC are going to pick up second point as well, thanks to those kills. And Broder are pretty much tails between their legs falling out. In fact, no, Zebasai is trying to force his way in through choke point here. They've got their spawners with them as well. What are CC going to do? They're falling out onto the bottom. They lose Brago. That's no Demoman spam onto this Spire point, and actually a headshot onto T-Mac as well. Now Cookie's going into last. Can he get anything done? Trying to take down that sniper of Tvik, but no medic there. Nobody really overextended. And actually Zebasai, I think, jumping in as well. Can he get anything done? Rib gets headshot, but the jumping soldier isn't quite down yet. Zebasai takes down Tvik. Cookie takes down Ips, and this point should be going. There we go, 3. Oh, wow, DJC.
That was the most unabashed aggression I have ever seen. Broder just started holding down W. First, it looked like they were just trying to take Choke over on second to give Tech some kind of sniper angle. He got one, and then he took down a soldier instantly. With the pick on the demo, they knew they could get into last for free, and then it would be a lot harder for Crackclan to defend. Very nice play from them. Very great read from Zebasai to start that push off. Rib's going to be the one to playing more defensively this mid. Backed up in his Choke, and that means Crackclan, the aggressors, they take the quick crate control here. Not going to pay off, though, because Bibin got a lot of pressure onto Brigo, took him down, and there goes Samsey as well. Crackclan just instantly backed this off. The half cap right now is going to go to Broder. They will take this. Crackclan have backed up all the way to their shutter door right now. They're on 80% Uber, though, and Mirlin is pushing Choke with his Uber, so Crackclan have given up a lot of ground they maybe did not need to. Mirlin's very low, though, down to 95%. He's on 18 HP, was as low as 12. That will halt the Broder aggression, but the Uber's going to be forced off here from Crackclan. They spot a chance to get some kills. Cookie's going to go down. The huge play from Ips in behind is going to get damage on a Rib, but Ips gets caught out in the sewers. Zebasai's moving towards point, but Broder are getting in-swarmed by players here. The cleanup comes from Bib, and the bomb from T-Mac is going to go on to Rib and take him down, but he is very low in the process. T-Mac dead. The fight is going off here with this fully buffed scout. Samsey doing what he can. Pistol is out on his Zebasai. Tech was staring skyward, trying to get something to happen there, but Tvik took him down. 3 dead for Broder, only 2 for Crackclan. Should mean a retake of middle, but I hear that Boston Basher going to work. I don't think Broder want to give this up so easily.
They are just trying to build as quickly as possible on their own choke. I don't think they can do anything on the middle point, unfortunately. They will be able to get a couple of forwards, holding onto the second. Tech actually swaps out to that sniper. And I want to quickly talk about that second hold. DJC, we saw Ips take like a solo Uber and take down Cookie. Unfortunately, couldn't quite take down Rib on that point either. He does get out towards Miralin. Miralin then Ubers. They have like a 5-second extra Uber, and they didn't really get anything done with it whatsoever. All they did was kill Ips, who was behind them, and that's the whole reason Broder are now back on their own second point here, DJC.
If Broder are holding close at the choke with their combo, they don't want Crackclan to earn anything for free. Crackclan have a presence in sewer right now in form of a soldier and a scout, but they are backing off. I'm trying to find where Tech is posted up. He is just in that normal sniper spot. He is looking through the choke, and that means the instant Uber from sewer. I saw a nice air pipe go off there onto Ips to launch him sky high. The force comes out so late from Miralin. He just dodged everything that was thrown at him there in that tiny little corridor. Admirable will make it out safely, but Broder should be able to leverage this into a lot of position, a lot of control of middle, maybe even a capture here. Tech's going to peek. He's going to get a shot off. Not going to go, though, as Cookie will eat the pipe and go down. Crackclan still holding pretty aggressively. The big bomb from Brigo getting a lot of stickies on the enemy combo here. He just gave his life away. Bibin is going to get cleaned up, though. Tvik with a double kill, make it a triple is added by the scout, Samzy. But that was great follow-up on the aggression from Brigo. Miralin's going to get taken out as well, so Tvik does get his triple. Samzy gets his double. It's just Cookie alive, and where is he right now? Is he going for the player? Is he just waiting at last? He is there to defend. And it looked nice for Broder, and then it just went awry so quickly, Greg.
Yeah, indeed, and they are actually already on last. Cookie does manage to trade with T-Mac, but that point is so close to being capped. Can they just walk onto it a little tiny bit, that little fraction they need? That's actually a nice pipe from Rib, but unfortunately doesn't manage to do it. It's 4-3. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left, so quite a lot of time left here, DJC, to get a couple of rounds.
Plenty of time for Broder still to get this. Was checking to see if maybe we saw another crit screak out of Miralin, but it is going to be Uber versus Uber. Brigo once again going to try and go quickly to middle. He's going to beat Rib there. And Rib, I believe, is sitting on 7 frags right now, not having the biggest impact on this game. He is playing far back. The big soldier aggression from Tech and Zebasai. They're going to get a kill onto the Demo Man. Here comes the retaliation from Ips. He is up top. He has the support of T-Mac, but oh, it's not going to matter. Rib gets his 8th frag of the game onto Ips there. Zebasai is going to go down in exchange, but with no demo, no pocket, Crackclan just have to back this up. I would like to see Broder move a little bit more aggressively here. They know the demo's down. They could probably gain a lot off of this. But right now we're actually going to see Tvik trying to hide in computer room and make a play. He gets spotted out by Cookie. The 1v1 going off here. Bibin makes it a 2v2, but it doesn't matter. Cookie gets full credit for that kill. And with Tvik down, that's an easy push for Broder. Tech is in onto the balcony, getting good spam off onto the demo. Brigo has a trap up somewhere, has no stickies loaded. Tech's going to make his second jump onto Admirable. Force is going to come. Where is the Broder combo right now? Are they going to need to pop? Miralin was on Spire, so he does have to. They just don't have anyone who can really get aggressive on a Crackclan and punish them for this right now. Everyone for Crackclan have backed it up to last. Tvik instantly spawned Sniper. But Crackclan want to contest this. Ips is going to go. There are stickies all over the battlements, though Brigo can't find his way out. With Ips down, is that enough to push off of right here? Broder trying to find their position. Zebasai is going to move in through this second door, the left side. Samzy's up top grinding away that Uber. Broder have spawned Tech onto Sniper, so we're going to sit here. We're going to have a last stalemate while we wait to see which of these snipers can get the bigger picks.
Yeah, indeed. So it's kind of, from Broder's point of view now, they just got to wait for this Tech one shot. That's all they're waiting for. Any sort of damage. It's not even a headshot. I mean, not even a kill is what I'm trying to say. Any sort of damage. A headshot onto a demo man will force the Uber a lot earlier, because it's just one more rocket sort of thing. Will make sure Admirable has the Uber. But players trying to play quite far forwards, trying to put Tech off a little bit. Obviously, Tvik counter sniping as well, as Tech does go onto that right hand side now. Sees a soldier up top. Lots of spam CC. They're doing quite a lot, but there's a headshot from Tech. Will they go in off that? It was onto the demo man, but no, they're just going to, looks like they're just going to wait for the player advantage. As sniper versus sniper, neither of them hitting their headshots, and there's a lot of spam still from CC. They're wasting a hell of a lot of ammo, as in comes a bombing soldier. Can he get the force out? Marble goes down. Wow, and in comes Rib, the Uber popped, another kill going their way. The scout took a pipe as well. Rib's just trying to hit some hero pipes onto Brago, eventually gets him with the stickies. Soldier's going to go down surely as well. Just 2 players left alive, 20 HP each. Samzy the only one, and there we go. Wow, what a lovely jump. I don't know who it was. Was it Zeba or was it Zeb?
That was Zebasai. Zebasai pulled off the shotgun to get that nice cleanup kill. That was a drop from Admirable, his first of the night. We'll draw special attention to it since he's our good buddy, our casting friend. But wow, what a play from Zebasai. Admirable thought he could milk it a little bit longer, but found out he could not. And Broder have equalized this with about 5 minutes 20 to go. Brigo going slow to middle. He and Rib actually about even pace here, both playing defensively. They realize the aggression is getting to both of them a little bit too much. We see Zebasai moving up onto his health pack. Here comes Brigo. He's holding W. He has the support of T-Mac. The bomb on a Mirlin. Mirlin's juking around behind this rock right now. T-Mac has not killed him yet, is still alive, does get cleaned up by Bibin at the end. Here comes Ips's jump, he gets one rocket onto Mirlin, but it's not going to matter. 3v3 now. Mirlin was down to 3 health and it took that long to kill him? What the... He's so good! Bibin's going to take down Brigo too. What is going on here? Nobody is getting cleaned up for Broder. Bibin gets that little health back. Both scouts onto the medic here. Admiral's going to force it off on middle. Bibin taken down. Cookie is going to try and run away through computer room, and that was insane. Mirlin, just unhittable.
Yeah, eventually he had to be taken down by a Brago pipe, I think, even though there was a scout shooting at him when he was on 3 HP. He was doing a very, very good job of dodging right there into that corner, and unfortunately for him, though, eventually went down, and then we see Admirable Ubering that scout on the point. It had to be done, really. Both scouts around. Samsey couldn't quite manage to clear either of them up, and Admirable did force it off, and that means there's going to be a crits advantage, I think, for Miralyn, as I did click through, and I think I saw a crit screen. Yes, I did. So Broder not happy at leaving this at 4-all and trying to get some sort of golden cap. They want to play as aggressively as possible and push out and try and surprise CC here.
It's going to be Sniper up for Tech, or Cookie rather, in addition to this crit streak. Zebasai doesn't know where anyone is. He's going to spot them and call for that crit. The rotation into Sewer here from Crackclan will save everyone's lives. That Uber is nearly up 90% here. Broder have no idea where to shoot, what to shoot. Some defensive stickies put up by Rib on that Sewer exit. We'll see what Crackclan's plan of attack here is. Uber has just now arrived. The advantage was wasted. Looks like they're going to come for that Sewer push. They're going to take the long route. With those crit stickies laying around, this could be very dangerous here. Pipe's going to go onto Admirable. Lots of spam onto him. He has that Uber. He's down to 108 health. Those crit stickies never quite coming into play. The Uber's going to be forced off here very early, and Broder have all scattered. They are well out of this fight. And at 90% crit streak. And no path time has been earned by Crackclan, so we're going to see a re-crits here very soon. They're going to go through the lower. Is it going to be onto Zebasai? It's going to be onto Rib. One sticky onto Brigo. Another kill went onto Admirable from the Soldier there. Cookie and Mirlin are going to go down to the flank from Tvik and Ips. Bibin's going to get the cleanup onto Tvik. It's 3v2 right now. Rib is juking for his life here. Ips living on 11. Bibin's going to go in for the cleanup right now. Takes on the Soldier very easily. Gets the Scout as well. Ips, the only survivor, was hiding out in that corner. He is so low, though. Cookie's going to run out and try and get this kill. At the least, he's going to take this and start the recap. Pistol is out. He and Tech are here. Ips is down instantly. Cookie jumps to the point, and the recap should go very easily from Broder.
Yes, indeed, and I'm quickly swapping through the two medics, both of them on normal medigun, so that is going to be a 20% disadvantage for CC, and they're running a sniper into Vic, so I don't know whether they're expecting that sort of crit screed play from Miralyn again, but they might try and play a little bit further back slightly earlier on, but they are building very, very fast at the moment. They've managed to push that up to about 30% Uber advantage now, as we see Miralyn not quite building as fast as they are now on 60%, so where is CC going to take this now, DJC?
Looks like they're going to start rotating towards the choke area. Crackclan have a variety of pushes up for process. They're comfortable taking it anywhere. They actually rotate in the computer room. Admiral's going to get forced off very early here from Tech. Here comes the plus forward from Brigo. He's going to try and find anything to land those pipes on, but he is overextended. He's alone in yard. Both scouts on him. He did a nice pipe on a Bibin. Uber's going to come out from Miralyn here. Brigo is down. So is T-Mac, who got caught out. Uber advantage is very slim here for Crackclan, and they're just having to back off right now. Tvik is scoped in. Looking at that choke, he got a shot off on a Miralyn, but it did not hit. Miralyn didn't even realize he was there, managed to juke the shot anyway. Tvik trying to get the headshot on Zebasai. It's not going to go. The pressure is coming huge into choke here. Tech just now arriving at the fight. I would expect to see some aggression from him as soon as he has heals up. Crackclan have to give this up. Admirable down to 55 HP there. Will not help the case. If Broder move right now, they could get some easy medic picks. There's only a minute and 10 seconds left to go in the game, so this is maybe the last chance for either team to win this. Broder have the advantage by virtue of having middle right now. They're going to move aggressively. Admirable doesn't have his Uber yet. Miralyn is catching up rapidly. Tech is moving through computer right now. He's up top. He's onto the Soldier. Hits a nice rocket on T-Mac, but not going to find any kills. Ips on the low ground. Uber's going to be popped off. Ips trying to find damage wherever he can. Does get the force off late. Bibin is down. Zebasai has the far better Uber on point here. He's going to hunt down Admirable. Wants no heals for this enemy team. Hit a lot of damage, but no kill. Rigo's on the low ground. He's caught out. Rocket's going to go on him to take him down. It's Admirable. T-Mac alive. Make it just T-Mac. Zebasai gets the shotgun kill. They're capping this fire. There's 30 seconds to go. T-Mac is fighting in last. He's going to stick down Zebasai, but it's not going to matter. Rib is going to jump to point. Broder have taken taken this with 30 seconds to go, and they have just won this playoff match. The ETF2L semifinals will go to the Scandinavian Broder squad, and Crackclan made it a great game on process, but what an Uber out of Broder.
That was absolutely insane. I did not expect Maryland to get that Uber on the second point whatsoever. They were 20% behind. I'm so surprised that Amara didn't know that they had that Uber advantage. Obviously, the two teams both popped on the enemy, you know, on the Broder second point, but unfortunately for Crackclan, they didn't realise they had that 20% advantage because of popping earlier, and then Maryland did manage to build his. They got it up, and what a play from Broder, 5-4. Absolutely insane here, DJC. And do you want to give me an MVP?
I couldn't even. I'm gonna have to go with Cookie Man. He was stellar over 2 map. I think he's the overall MVP, but for that map specifically, I'm gonna say Zebasai. I looked at one point; he had like 10 more frags than anyone else on his team. He was pulling a Cookie. He went insane. Had great Ubers. Had that huge pick on Admirable to win them that one round. Zebasai and Cookie just had huge games today. We are gonna try and get an interview. Zebasai is coming in here, so if we can get him into this mumbled channel, we will ask him a few questions. Start throwing out your questions in chat if you want to hear Zebasai's thoughts. And Zebasai, congratulations, man. What's up?
Hello. It feels good winning.
I can imagine. After that, Ips coming in as well, so we'll have both sides represented here. Greg on the case. I clearly was not, because I didn't know any of this was happening.
To be fair, it was actually Zebasai that messaged me. Interview? I think he's pretty happy with himself after that game.
When you cast, you always do the interviews, and I knew VTV was doing one, so we have to do one as well.
Hello, Ips. Welcome to the
Man,
mumble.
we lost.
How you guys feeling, Ips?
We're not happy that we lost, but the atmosphere's alright. It was a good game. What was the score of the first map?
6-2 or 6-3 rather?
6-3, yeah.
Oh, it was a good game then. Wow.
Like, I have a question to ask you, Ips, because this is kind of a bit of a strange from my trying to work it around in my head. Why would you pick Gully Wash first rather than Process? Like, from my point of view, I would see you guys wanting to play your first map, your best map straight away, so you can get your momentum, get everything, get your whole like gameplay sorted, rather than going to Gully Wash, which you hadn't even PCW'd earlier today, so you hadn't even like got into a rhythm with Gully Wash yet. I felt personally that you should have like played Process first. Is that not? What do you think?
To be fair, our best map for the last 4 days is Badlands, and Process is basically becoming our weakest over time.
Standard.
So that's we're going back to the last season. No, we were literally we were thinking about the map picks after our PCWs tonight, not before. We even muted and deafened the stream just to talk about it. We thought that picking Badlands is playing them a bit too much in their hands, into Broder's hands. But because we thought it's going to be their choice, and we were pretty confident of winning Gully Wash. So we thought they'd go Badlands second, but we lost Gully Wash, obviously. So, I don't know. It was alright, I think. The maps didn't really matter that much tonight, to be fair.
Tafik was right. Tafik was right. He said, before we decided to play, he says, I think we're going to get smashed if we pick Gully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have Admirable and Sam Z in here for interview, as you just heard. So
Ahoy,
if you
ahoy.
guys in chat have any questions, feel free to fire them off.
We're looking for new medic next season.
Oh, Admirable.
Sorry, team.
How much health did you have before the shotgun, Admirable? I didn't see.
About 40.
You shouldn't have to use it in that case. Like,
Yeah.
there's only one Sully. Can't
Because
blame him.
all of you guys watched lobby. Left was so open.
Everyone was
Yeah, I
spamming,
had to. Wouldn't normally position myself there, but because I had to heal people and there was a sniper,
Yeah.
I had to sort of get close to the wall, and then he came in at the right time. My surf is decent, but I think I took too much damage from the rockets.
I'm gonna give Zebona all the Badlands demos of us beating Epsilon yesterday. So,
So they're gonna beat Epsilon, yeah.
I thought you were playing Badlands because you thought we were gonna pick it. Because I don't see why you would practice.
You guys would
We were
pick
thinking
Granary.
about the grand final, man. We were like, yeah, Epsilon are definitely going to pick Badlands. We better start practicing that.
Well, we did, like, we stopped practicing Process because we were like, we're gonna get rolled anyway, there's no point.
Lol.
But we won.
Congratulations.
Well played.
honestly.
you know
Well
what?
played.
Put us on. Can we talk strat a bit?
Go for
Want
it, man.
us to talk. You know what always happens on every map is teammate delaying his jumps as long as he can and finding the gap and go in with his buff that he's kept. But on process, he just never came. Like, he was standing on our medpack on the far right side with Bimin or Cookie, whoever it was, and just spamming rockets. So we were fighting like multiple angles at the same time, where usually we're just used to, after a few seconds of mid, we just go forward because he's gonna jump above us or something. So that was good. That needed a bit of adjustment, and like Rip completely destroyed us on the Gully Wash mid. Like Gully Wash, he put so much pressure on us initially when we rolled out through big door.
Yeah.
And we started to wake up the last 2 minutes of Gully Wash.
Yeah.
I think they stopped playing.
Well, in pros at least, Cookie came up with this really good idea for middle, and that's what made us win it, I think.
Oh, you want to
Cookie,
share?
would you
You want to
win?
tell us?
I don't really remember it, to be honest. Just Cookie, he was saying something for once, and it worked great.
Good
Yeah,
job,
so-
Cookie.
So let's talk about the next games, Evo. Obviously, you won this one. We've spoken to a few of the CC guys, but let's talk about the Epsilon game now, Evo. What's your confidence levels now? You've won this game pretty confidently, to be honest. You know, those two maps, you kind of expected it to go third before that. So now you've got a bit of the confidence under your stride where you go forwards and hopefully take down Epsilon like everyone wants you to.
Well, I never say we're gonna lose. Of course, I think we're gonna win.
Okay. Well, it should definitely be a good game, I'm sure. Have you thought about... Oh, you go for it.
No, yours is going to be much more relevant. Just go ahead, Greg.
I was just going to say, have you thought about your map choices at all versus Epsilon? Do you know which maps they're weakest on? Or are you just going to pick your best rather than their weakest?
Well, we haven't really decided, but even if we have, I wouldn't say it here. Because I'm so keen.
Fuck Epsilon.
That's cool. So, yeah, probably worth mentioning right now, Cookie did pretty much smash the first map, with, like, top frag by miles.
Second map for sure.
Yeah, like...
I got like nothing on him on both maps. I just got wrecked throughout both maps, but by everyone literally.
That was really funny in Mumble after we just lost. Everybody was like, "Oh, dude, it was all me. Blame me. I played so shit tonight." I think I'm not gonna say we had a bad night. We just played really bad. End of story. And they played really good.
Did you
Yeah,
play
well
badly
deserved.
because of the way Broder played then, or did Broder not really change anything from your point of view?
Of course, they changed stuff.
Yeah.
We just like that's the thing. We played bad because that defines good teams in a top premiership. The time it takes to adapt to certain stuff, and we didn't adapt to it. Like they just crushed us with their new shit and outclassed us or as well. Like I didn't get shit done on process mids, and I don't know.
People in the chat all night were kind of ribbing on Rib. I didn't mean to make that awful joke. I'm sorry. They were
You so
ribbing
did.
on Rib, saying, "Oh, no damage, no kills. Ooh, dies a lot." But Rib, top damaged on CP process, did 9,999 damage. Was third damage on Gullywash, held his own very well. So I think the people in chat who were saying that can kind of eat it a little bit after that game. Rib played very well both maps. Wasn't getting many kills, but his damage output was great. Started off a bit slow in process, but he really picked it up in the end. We do have a few other questions coming in through chat. I'll fire this one off first because it's relevant to me. So admirable. Will you cast the grand finals with DJC?
Hope so, please. Give
I
us
don't know.
one
I
decent
think
cast.
everybody sort of expects me to cast with Team Fortress TV. Maybe I'll just like spin it around and throw up a deuce and cast for vanilla, you know? Wear my vanilla t-shirt.
Such a moron.
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna leave you guessing. Maybe they can let me know on the chat.
For those who are curious, Admirable promised me like 2 months ago he'd cast the grand finals with me, so I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen despite his little drama, his little antics, his little show here.
Man of mystery.
Man of mystery. I don't know, we're looking for more questions in the chat, trying to see what we can really find here, because you guys have done a lot of the talking for
Are you guys
us.
gonna play
talked
next
really
season, Zebo?
Most likely.
Dude, I heard something about a fucking big prize pool for next season. No, I'm
10,
serious. We're
10K.
talking about more than 3k
Yeah, but it's good that Epsilon's not playing next season.
by Epsi.
In before they come back, all of a sudden, oh, I have time. There's
Years back
money.
because of money.
Fap, 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 fap.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mirlin. I think he played really well in process.
He was nuts.
Always do.
There were like 3 times where he had 8 health and lived. Cadis asking an interesting question. He wants to know who your MVPs are. I'll just go down the list. Admirable, who was your MVP for tonight from either team?
Pick me.
Don't lie.
Honestly, I don't know, man. I just watch my own game and try and... I'm looking at the logs. I'm gonna cheat, mate. Let's give it a cookie for Gully Wash, and I thought Merlin played well in process. Yeah.
How about you, Ips? Who were your MVP? Yourself and yourself.
Debo?
Yeah, that's fair. What did you think, Samzy?
Yeah, well, as I got raped by nearly everyone today, I will still go for Cookie and Gully Wash. And for process, I don't know, I think Grip had a really good game.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't get many frags, but he closed like entrances really well and got a lot of damage in.
What about you, Zebasai? Who were your MVPs for tonight?
Well, I'll go with the enemy team, and I think Brego played very well.
Yeah. We have one question coming from your good friend, Admirable, your sponsor, actually. Crackclan asks, what do you think about the Tvic accusations?
Oh.
He getting banned, fuck this nerd, really.
Yeah, we're taking Alpha on full time.
No, that's silly. Is that the video that somebody made up to get him busted or something?
Yeah.
Shout out to his, by the way.
Probably
we think it was Drossel, you know, we're going to do some traces through YouTube.
We heard from the old Damage and TLR entourage that it comes from this corner, so we just expect these people to be involved. Don't know. And I mean, the threads are getting closed, and even though I think the AC team is looking into it right now, but I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, let's not create too much hysteria.
Oh yeah, hysteria.
Hysteria.
There's no reason to suspect much of anything at this point, but we'll see what the ETF2L anti-cheat admins decide.
Just get him banned, really.
To
He's
be honest,
annoying as fuck.
Wasn't Twig super bad today? I think the sniper shot maybe turned off his cheats.
Yeah, I think so as well, to be honest. Like, he only got 9k damage in process. I think he really underperformed today.
Yeah, shit.
You know, there was one time where I flicked over to Twig's view and he was just staring at the crates, staring right through them, waiting for someone to walk on the other side.
That's what I'm saying.
There was a head behind the wall.
Yeah.
A hat? Or a hat?
A head.
I think we'll close off with one last question for Zebasai here because it's been asked a few times. It's asked in multiple ways. I'll ask it this way, Zebasai. How many rounds are you planning to win against Epsi?
5 on both maps.
10?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
10-5.
10 on both maps.
It's really easy.
It's
So,
really easy.
It's really easy.
Unless we have anything else you guys want to say, thank you to Admirable,
Can we
Samzy, and
promote
Ips from
ourselves?
Crackclan. Yeah, you can. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a chance in a second.
James,
Thank you
do
to
it.
Zebasai from Broder. Admirable, take it away. Crackclan.com/TF2. I undercut you, but go ahead.
I think Zebo needs to send up some of his demos, and then
That's
everyone
true.
else should head over to
That's true.
at Crackclan on Twitter. We're trying to promote that now. We've got we're actually using our YouTube channel to upload all the Twitch VODs, so all that stuff from yesterday and today you'll see there. That's youtube.com/Crackclan.
We need streamers.
And now that I'm out of the running, I'm sure I'll get some more battle reports and shit done. So it's really a win for TF2.
We need streamers. If you want to contribute, we need streamers. We have like a work group of streamers so that one streamer is working one night per week or something to help us cover our games.
Don't
so
pay though.
And if you're interested in streaming some high-level EU games, don't ask us. Ask Broder.
Good
night.
Any shout-outs for Ips, Samzy, or Zebasai before you all leave?
No.
Can I just say
Shout out to Twig.
Shout out to Shaplane for dragging me down.
shout out to Cube
Minimus.
for actually streaming for us tonight.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah,
Cube.
shout out to Cube.
And
Shout out
Docs
to
for believing in
Minimus.
us. Thanks for believing in us, Docs.
We
I'm
love
sorry.
dogs.
Shout out to Retrogo is gonna cry.
Shout out to Blank for being my poo nugget. Night.
Night.
And one last shout out to the interview that never will be between me and Admiral for ETF2L Season 14 powered by Twitch. Thank you guys for being with us all night.
I can share a link to that if you want.
Really? You actually put it up somewhere? It's pretty fantastic. It's awful in the best way. It's like a gag reel. But thank you guys for watching us tonight here on teamfortress.tv. Make sure to follow and subscribe. We'll be back probably next week with the cast of Epsilon versus Broder in the ETF2L Season 14 powered by Twitch Grand Finals, which will hopefully be myself and Admirable casting that. Gonna get shut down live on air. But thank you guys once again. Thank you to Lexus, our cameraman. Thank you to Greg for being my co-caster tonight. I have been DGC. We are out of here. Good night, folks.
Later.